Now next, see students here. So ray, what is a ray? So a ray is a part of a line. It is a part of a line. It has one end point and goes on endlessly in one direction. So see here, it is a line. So AB is a line. How to represent this line? AB like this. So then what is a ray? Ray is a part of line. So suppose if I represent like this, then it is a ray. Then it is a ray. Ray is a part of a line. Ray is a part of a line. A ray is a part of a line. So then after, it has one end point. So one end point. So now this is one end point. A is an end point. One end point. It has one end point and goes on endlessly in one direction. So another direction, it is one end point, and another end point is another direction. It endlessly move in another direction. So what is a ray first? A ray is a part of a line, the first thing. The second one is it has one end point. The third thing, so it moves endlessly in another direction. Okay, in one direction it moves endlessly. Okay, so these three things there in ray. A ray is a part of a line, so it has one end point and it moves endlessly in one direction. Okay, these 3 points you have to remember. So in a ray, here in this diagram, OA is a ray. O is a end point and another side it moves endlessly in another direction, in other direction. Here OB, OB is a ray. So O is an end point, one end point is O. Here O is the end point, here also O is the end point. But this ray moves right side and this ray moves left side. Okay, then how to represent rays? So here first of all points. So ray points, it is a straight path. So line is also a straight path and ray also a straight path. Why ray is a straight path? Because a ray is a part of a line. So when line is a straight path, then ray is also a straight path. It is a straight path which can be extended infinitely in one direction. So which can be extended infinitely in one direction. Infinitely, where it stops, we don't know where it stops. So it moves infinitely in one direction. So and other end is a fixed, other end. So this is fixed. So like sun rays, what we say sun rays. Why we are saying sun rays? Sun is a end point, means starting point is the end point. This means that is a fixed point, sun. Rays means the rays whatever passes from the sun, so they moves endlessly from our planets and other planets also. So that is why we call sun rays. One point is fixed. So wherever the rays generate, that is sun, that is a fixed, and the other, so it extends infinitely. So that is why we called sun rays. Here it has no fixed length. So it has no fixed length. If anybody asks, so what is the length of sun rays? We can't say. So we cannot calculate sun rays. What is the length of sun rays? Infinitely. That is infinitely, maybe 1000 kilometers, 10,000, 100,000, 100,000, whatever it is. So that is endless, fixed, no fixed length. The third point, it has one end point, is called the initial point. Here one end point is there. This one end point is called initial point. In sun also, where the rays generate, that is the initial point. The end point is called initial point, starting point. Okay. Next, it cannot be measured. So why it cannot be measured? So that we know, because length of the rays we cannot calculate. It extends infinitely in one direction. So that is why the length we cannot say that is not a fixed length. So that is why we cannot measure. We cannot able to measure the length of the rays. It is denoted as OA ray and is read as ray OA. OA ray OA, whatever. Here O is the initial point and so it extends infinitely in another direction. Then how to read this one? OA. O is initial point. First we have to take initial point first, means end point. So means one initial point is there, that is O, and in other direction it moves infinitely. So the second alphabet we have to take next, OA. We have to represent OA ray in this form. Here OB ray is there. So how to represent? O first, the fixed point, the initial point we have to take first, and B, OB ray. So like this we have to represent OA ray, OB ray. Okay, how to represent OA? So this is the representation of a ray. So this O represent the initial point and A. So the other means where the other point is there, that we have to take the next. It extends in another direction. So that point we have to take after. So initial point we have to take first, and the next point we have to take after that. Then a number of rays can be drawn from initial point. Here this is initial point. Then how many rays can be drawn? Infinite rays. Sun is initial point. Then how many rays sun can produce? Infinite rays it produce. So here also this is, suppose we called it as sun. Then how many rays produce from the sun? Infinite rays. So in the same similar manner, so in one initial point, then how many rays we can draw? Infinite rays we can draw. OA, OB, OC, OD, OE, OF, OJ, OI, OK, that infinite rays we can draw. Then a ray OA and ray OB are different because they are extend in different directions. Here OA is a different ray and OB is a different ray. They are not same rays. Why? OA extends on right side and OB extends left side. So they are in different directions. So both the rays are not same. They are different rays. They are different rays. Okay. Ray OA and ray OB are different because they extend in different directions. Next, infinite points lies on the ray. How many points are there on the ray? Infinite points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How many points are there? Infinite points are there on the ray. So like in a line segment also. In a line segment, how many points are there? Infinite points are there on the line, not line segment, line. On a line, how many points are there? Infinite points are there. On ray also, how many points are there? Infinite points. These are the properties of rays. Complete. First, what is a ray? For ray, three things. The first one is, it is a part of a line first. The second, it has one end point. The third one goes endlessly one direction. 3 points. It is a part of a line. The second one, it has one end point. The third one, in other direction, it moves infinitely. Okay, these 3 points. Then, so what are the basic properties of rays? First, it has a straight path. Ray has a straight path because it is a part of a line. Line is a straight path, so that is why ray is also a straight path. There is no curved path. It extends infinitely. We know it extends infinitely in one direction. Only other is, and the other end is fixed. The other end is fixed. So that fixed point is called initial point. It has no fixed length. So the length of the ray, we cannot measure length of the ray. Say it has 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers. We can't say that it is a fixed means. That is why it is not fixed. It extends infinitely in one direction. So that is why it has no fixed length. We cannot measure that one. So it has one end point called initial point that we know. Cannot measure, that we know. And how to represent? OA. First we have to take initial point. So and other point we have to take and take arrow on up. Okay. How to read? Read it as ray OA, ROA ray. That is your wish. A number of rays. How many number of rays can be drawn from my initial point? Infinite rays can be drawn from initial point. This is initial point. From this initial point, how many rays can be drawn? Infinite rays can be drawn from initial point. Then ray OA and OB are different rays. Here ray OA is there and OB ray is there. Here 2 rays we have. These 2 rays are different rays. Why? So they moves in opposite directions, means different directions they moves. So that is why OA ray and OB ray, both the rays are not same. They are different rays. Okay. And infinite points lies on the ray. How many points are there on the ray? Infinite points are there on the ray. So these are the points about ray. Okay. Now next, see here, line segment. What is a line segment? A line segment is a part of a line. This is also a part of a line. Ray is also a part of line. Line segment is also a part of line. Both rays and line segment, these two are the part of line. Okay. So a line segment is a part of a line. So it has 2 endpoints. See here how it is a part of a line. So this is a line, AB is a line, AB is a line. So in a line, so what happened, so it extends both the directions, so if I take this like this and like this, if I move this directions, then what happened, so this is a line segment, it makes a line segment, it means line segment is a part of line, see here. So once you draw this AB line, so then how many points are there on this line? Infinite points are there. Take more points, C, D, E. Then if I take DE, this is a line segment. So in CD, this part is a line segment. This is EB, it is a part of a line, it is a line segment. AC, it is a part of a line, this is line segment. So then whatever it is, line segment means it is a segment, that means it is a part of line, like a ray. Ray is also a part of a line segment is also a part of line. Now after that, it has two endpoints. In a line we don't have any endpoints, so it extends in both the directions in a line. But in line segment we have two endpoints. How many endpoints? Two endpoints. This is one endpoint, this is another endpoint. So we have two endpoints. Okay. The dots represents the points. Here the dots. So we know how to represent point using dots or tip of pencil. So that represent a point. Here dots. These two dots represent a point. Here what is the line? What is the line segment? Line segment is a part of line. So then after that, it has two endpoints. A line segment has two endpoints. So line is not having any endpoint. So but line segment having two endpoints. Ray is having one endpoint. This is the difference between line segment and ray. Line, in a line, so we don't have any endpoint. It extends in both the directions. In a ray, we have one endpoint, and other endpoint it extends infinitely. In a line segment, we have two endpoints. The endpoints represented with points like this, dots. Okay, so these dots represents endpoints and points. Okay, now so it is a straight line. So it is also a straight line. Why it is a straight line? Because a line segment is a part of line. So already line is a straight line. Straight line is a path. Straight path is a line. That is why ray is also a straight path. Line segment is also a straight path, because these two are the part of line. So that is why these are also in a straight path. So it is a straight path which has a definite length. It is having a definite length. Why it is having a definite length? Because this line segment is having two end points. Once they have end points, then they have fixed length. Then we can measure line segment. Why? Because line segment have two end points. If once they have end points, the distance is same, means the length is same. If the length is fixed, then we can measure. So that is why AB, this line segment is having two end points, A and B. So AB having a fixed length, then we can measure AB line segment length. Okay. Now it has two endpoints. It is a part of a line. We know this. It is denoted with AB or BA. So with this endpoints, AB or BA. If line segment is there, if line is there, we have to keep two arrows. Means two arrows we have to take in opposite direction. But here AB is a line segment. So we take two dots like this, AB and AB. Keep AB like this. Then how to read line segment AB or line segment BA? Line segment AB or line segment BA, or AB line segment or BA line segment. Next, the distance between A and B is called length of the line. A and B. So A and B, the length of the line segment is fixed. So that is what is the distance between, means length from A to B, that is fixed. Then it is called AB length. So whatever the distance is there between A and B, that is fixed, that is called length of line segment AB. So that is called AB line segment length. AB line segment length. Finite number of points lies on line segment. Then one thing common in both line, line segment and ray. How many points lies on a line segment? Infinite points are there in line segment. On a line segment, infinite points are there. On line also infinite points are there. On ray also infinite points are there. These thing is common in these three: line segment, line and ray. Number of points on a line segment is same, means infinite points are there on line segment. How many points are there? Infinite points are there on line segment. Next, two line segments are said to be equal if they have the same length. If suppose AB line segment is there, other line segment is there CD. This is another line segment CD. AB is a first line segment, CD is another line segment. So what we said that this CD, if two line segments are said to be equal, so if these two line segments are said to be equal when the length of these two segments are same. Suppose this is 15 centimeters. The AB line segment length is suppose 15 centimeters and CD length is 15 centimeters. AB line segment and CD line segment is same, equal, then we can say that so the line segment are said to be equal. So we can say that these two line segments are equal line segments. Why we say that these two line segments are equal? Because so the length of these line segments are same, means AB is equal to 15 and CD is equal to 15, then we can say that the line segment have equal length, equal line segments. We say that equal line segments. Okay students, so this is about line segment. So we discussed line segment, ray. All these things you have to remember. Okay, next concept, see here. So next, plane. What is a plane? Plane, the simple definition for a plane is a flat surface area. So whatever flat surface area, that is a plane. So like, so this wall is a flat surface area. So this board you have flat surface area. Floor is having flat surface area. Table is having flat surface area. So all this comes under plane. Plane means a flat surface area. So either it is in the shape of a rectangle or a triangle or a circle or a square, whatever it is. So what is a plane means? Plane means a flat surface area. A flat surface area is a plane. Then after that goes endless or extended infinitely in all directions. So how the plane is their surface area? So if we extend from here and top and bottom, so we make a surface area in a rectangular shape. So it is endlessly. So in some cases it is not endless. In some cases endless is there. Where, so for example, so Earth flat surface area is there. It endlessly moves in all the direction, in south, north, east, west. So that is flat surface area. Earth surface is a flat surface area. It moves endlessly in all the directions, east, west, north, south, so southeast, southwest, northeast, northwest, in all the directions. So flat surface area, basically, so what is a plane means? Plane is a surface area. Then how it is? It moves endlessly infinitely in all directions. In total in 8 directions it moves endlessly. Plane is a collection of infinite number of points. Then how many points are there here on a plane? Infinite points are there. If infinite points are collected, then we form a flat surface area. Plane contains unlimited number of lines. How many lines are there on a plane? If this is one line, another 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 line. So if we join all these lines, then we form a flat surface area. Then how many lines we can join? So infinite lines we can join. How many? Infinite. After joining infinite lines, then we form flat surface area. So that is a plane. So what is a plane? Plane means it is a flat surface area. It extends infinitely in all the directions. Then how many points are there on a plane? So infinite number of points. If infinite number of points we join, after joining infinite points, then we form a plane. And also how many lines we can join? Line segment, ray, whatever it is. So if infinite rays if we join, then you form a plane. and in that way, if line segments infinite line segments, if you join together, then you form a flat surface area, or otherwise infinite lines if you join together, then you form a flat surface area. So in that way, so if we join infinite points, we form a plane. Infinite line segments, we form a plane, and infinite line segments also we form a plane. So infinite rays also, if infinite rays we joined, then we form a flat surface area, that is a plane. Plane means, the simple definition, it is a flat surface area. It is a flat surface area, and it extends infinitely in all the directions, and so if you join infinite points, then you form a plane, or otherwise if you join infinite lines, then you form a plane, or if you join infinite line segments, you form a plane, or if you join infinite rays also, you can form a plane. Okay, this about this plane definitions, you should remember these 4 definitions. How many definitions still we completed? So ray, first one is line, second one ray, third one line segment, now plane. So these 4 definitions, about these 4 you should remember. Okay, so these basic concepts in geometry you should remember. Okay students. Okay, now see here, now incidence properties of lines in a line. So what are the properties? See here, so some properties given here. So total 5 properties are there. So in this, what is the first property? See, an infinite number of lines can be drawn to pass through a given point. Suppose this is a given point. This is a given point. From these given points, then how many lines we can draw? So from this given point we can draw. So this is one line. Okay, this is the second line, this is third line, this is fourth line, this is fifth line, this is sixth line, and this is seventh line, then this is eighth line. Then how many lines we can draw? So we can draw infinite lines. We can draw infinite lines from the given point. So if one point is given, only one point is given, then how many lines can be drawn from the point? Infinite lines we can draw. From the given point. So that is first property. Then second, 2 distinct points in a plane determine a unique line. So 2 points are given. From these 2 points, then how many lines we can draw? So only one line can be drawn from these 2 given points. How many lines? Only one line can be drawn. If 2 points are given, then how many possible lines we can draw? Only one possible lines we can draw. If 1 point is given, then how many possible lines we can draw? Infinite lines we can draw if 1 point is given. If 2 points are given, then only one unique line. So unique line we can draw. No other line is possible to draw passing through these points. Okay, only one line can be drawn if 2 points were given. Next, the third, one and only one line can be drawn passes through 2 given points, that is 2 distinct points in a plane. This lies wholly in a plane. So okay, so the same thing here given. From the 2 points, from the 2 given points, we can draw only a unique line. We can draw one and only one line can drawn to pass through 2 given points. From these 2 points we can draw only one and only one line, that is 2 distinct points in a plane. In a plane, if 2 distinct points are given, so then how many lines we can draw? Only one line can be drawn. So okay, next, the third, infinite number of points lies on the line in a plane. Suppose in a plane one line is there. so this is a plane. So in this plane one line is there. Then how many points lies on this line? So how many points? Infinite points, that already we know. How many points are there? Infinite points. Infinite points lies on the line. So in lines in a plane, two lines in a plane either so intersect at a point or they parallel to each other. Here if two lines are there, so this is one line, this is another line. If two lines are there, either the two lines are intersecting lines or otherwise parallel lines. Intersecting line means if any two lines intersect at a point, so then the lines are called intersecting lines. If the lines are not intersecting at any point, then the lines are called parallel lines. These two lines are parallel lines. Why these two lines are parallel? So because these two lines do not intersect any point, so these lines are called parallel lines. So these lines are intersecting lines. Intersecting line means the lines which intersect at a point, so then the lines are called intersecting lines. In intersecting line one common point is there. In parallel lines there is no common point, there is no intersection point. In intersecting line intersection point is there, intersection point is there. In parallel lines there is no intersection point, there is no intersection point. Why there is no intersection point? Because in parallel lines they do not intersect, that is why. So we don't have any intersecting point. So if two lines are there, how the two lines, either they are intersecting or otherwise parallel. Only two cases are there if two lines were there, either they are intersecting lines or otherwise parallel lines. Okay students.